All right, babe. Um, Happy Super Bowl Sunday, but as always, y'all, you can do this yoga practice whenever you come to it. For folks that are not aware, this is the Dear Jane series. They are short 15 to 20-minute yoga flows that you can do at home at the leisure of your time. If you would like to give money towards them, there's always that opportunity to do so in the captions below. So that being said, we'll get into it. Today, y'all, try to have like either pillows, a couple of pillows, or blocks, and then also a blanket. It can be really any size blanket. Standard yoga blanket works. If it's like just like a fleece blanket that you have at home on the couch, that works too. But let's go ahead and come into our breath. So grounding down through our seat. Crown of the head lifts high to the sky. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Two more. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. One more time. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Then allow yourself to come into some normal breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. It's always starting off our practice from a space of gratitude. We give gratitude to the universe, just recognizing an energy that's bigger than us, that we're still collectively a part of. We give gratitude to this earth. She reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity, that we have everything that we need and that we ourselves are more than enough. We give gratitude for the indigenous peoples of these lands. So here in Missoula, it is the Kalispel, the Pend Oreille, the Salish, the Blackfoot, the Lakota, I would say Walla Walla tribes, and I'll say the Little Shell as well. And we're always reminding ourselves that gratitude for the people is just the first baby step in us coming into right relationship and doing the right thing. It goes thought, word, and then deed. We have gratitude for this practice. It reminds us that we as human beings are innately good. We're kind and honest, generous and just. We give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice. Space of ahimsa, also known as loving action. We give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, recognizing our and their trials and triumphs, traumas, tribulations, and transgressions, and holding ourselves responsible for how we choose to repair and restore any damages that have been done in order to build a peaceful, loving, and liberated world for 7 generations and beyond. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to today, you can draw them into your mind's eye. Take a nice deep inhale and breathe them all the way down and into your heart center. And then on your exhale, send them love. Take a moment to set your intention for your practice today. All right, we're coming up onto a full moon, and this next week, again, you can always come back to this practice. You do not have to flow in timing of things, but just for folks that are tuning in right now, the full moon is on Wednesday of this next week in February. So always, right, coming into a space of asking ourselves, what are we open to receiving? And what are we also hoping to give to ourselves? Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, flow it out. Inhale, arms high. And exhale. And then go ahead and slowly do some small circles. Heart and chest pull you forward. Your low belly can pull you back for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, and then take yourself back the opposite way for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. And bring yourself back to your center line. Go ahead and bring yourself onto you're going to release your arms, bring yourself down and onto your forearms, but your hands are going to be back behind you. Hold yourself here, pull the knees in towards your chest, and you're just going to flex and extend, point and pull in. Flex and extend, point and pull. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then go ahead and slowly take the soles of the feet up to the sky. Face itches so bad today. And point and flex through your toes. You can always take your hands down to your belly and kind of massage out anything that you might be holding. Right, just kind of figure out where your psoas is. Right, see how tight it is today. And then extend the legs wide. Maybe kind of move and shift back and forth, side to side through your hips. And then slowly pull the inside of the thighs together to touch. Put a big bend in the knees and come to grab onto the outsides of the feet. Flex through your feet and allow yourself just to kind of rock back and forth, side to side, massaging out through your low back and sacrum. And then slowly put a bend in the knees and take the soles of the feet down to the earth. Fingertips are going to graze the back sides of your heels. Use your elbows to pop your heart and chest up. Then you're going to lift and slowly lower. So little tiny pulses up for 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then wide through the knees. So back to the outside edges of the feet, and then turn the knees in. So extend and squeeze. You can always widen your legs out and in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower your low back all the way down to the earth. Pull your knees back up into your chest. Interlock your fingers on the front part of your left shin and pull your left knee down towards your left armpit. Take your right hand to the outside of the left knee and then slowly turn and stack your left hip over your right inside arch of the left foot moves to the right hand side of the mat. And then slowly pull your knee back to your center. Extend the sole of that left foot high to the sky. Walk your hands up the back part of your calf. Keep pressing, keep flexing. And then slowly let the back of the skull come all the way down. Release that leg and move it all the way down to the edge of the mat. Same thing, pull your right knee up into your chest. Interlock your fingers on the front part of your right shin. Pull your right knee down towards your right armpit. And then take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Slowly turn and stack your right hip over your left. So as you turn and you look out past your right fingertips. Breathe deep into the base of your belly for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly pull the knee back to your center. And then extend the sole of that left leg or right leg high to the sky. Walk your hands up the back part of your calf. Again, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Let the back of the skull come back down to the earth. Pull the left leg up to meet the right. Take the legs wide again and then do these little kind of crisscrosses for 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rock yourself up. Oh, it's snowing again. Take the soles of the feet to the earth. You're going to cross your left ankle or left foot beyond your right leg. And then you're going to sweep your left arm up and hold yourself down and pull yourself up and into it. So flex and press. slowly release. Rock yourself back onto your seat. Pull your left knee up into your chest and turn out past your left shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Right ankle crosses over. Pull it up and in. Again, you're gonna slowly lift and press, and then you're gonna drop down through your hip and pull it in and try to sit yourself upright. Keep flexing through your left foot for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly turn your seat back. Go ahead and extend both of your legs out. Pop up and down a couple times with your knees. And then you're gonna grab your blanket and you're gonna open your blanket up. So it's gonna be folded in half, but it's gonna be folded in half the long way. And then you're gonna fold it so it's like the long skinny piece of like sushi roll before you cut it, or like a really long skinny burrito. Okay. So, and then from here you're gonna swing your knees. Knees and shins are gonna come flat to the mat. I'm having knee pain lately, y'all, so this is my remedy for it. You're gonna take your blanket back behind you and shift forward so the blanket comes back behind your knees. And then you're slowly gonna shift your bones down towards your heels. It creates a lot of compression on the back of your calves, right? It opens up through the knees, but it also creates a lot of compression in the backs of the calves, the backs of your hamstrings. So you can use your hands, right, to bear whatever weight you need to sit yourself up. Wiggling through your toes. And if it gets to be too much, you can always come up and off of it, but hold here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, and then slowly drag the blanket back a little bit more onto your calves so you can kind of get more into your hamstrings, then right up by your knees. You can kind of shift back and forth side to side. Breathe here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then again, pull the blanket back up into you. And then y'all can stay where you're at, but you're gonna tuck your toes and you're gonna pull your knees up towards your chest as you drop down through your heels. You can kind of shift back and forth side to side here, big inhale. Exhale, hold. Two more big breaths, big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale slowly, lift through the hips and let the blanket drop back behind you. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, let yourself fall down and over the tops of the thighs, and then inhale, sweep yourself high to the sky. Big inhale. Arms come high. Exhale, touch your arms so your elbows stay on the front side of your shoulders. Breathe deep into the base of your belly. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then exhale. Swan dive down and over. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, you're gonna slowly walk yourself out into a plank. Press back through the heels. You're gonna pull your right knee here, and you're gonna lower yourself all the way down. So your leg is out and bent. Inside arch of your foot is out here. And then you're gonna extend your right arm and you're gonna thread your left shoulder up and through. Holding here. Slowly. Go ahead and tuck your back toes. Press to your knee. And then swing your right knee back underneath you. Flex, press back. Left knee, drag it forward. You're gonna lower yourself all the way down, so inside arch of the foot comes down again. And then again, you can thread yourself through. Right arm comes underneath. Slowly pick yourself up. Plant your palms, press to your knees, tuck your toes, pick up the leg, drop the knees down. Send yourself back and into a child's pose. Yeah, I can feel it. I tweaked my knee the other day, but I'm not like sure how. Go ahead and grab your blocks, y'all. You can always use pillows here too, but you're gonna take a block and you're gonna make a wedge. So the outside edge of the triangle is away from you. You're gonna lay the long edges of the blocks to the inside of your thighs. You're gonna press down and walk your hands out. Let your head hang here, just creating space between the tops of the thighs and your torso, so in your hips. Keep pulling your fingertips out in front of you. Hold here and breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walk your hands all the way back. Go ahead and shift your blocks to the top of the mat. If you don't have blocks, you don't need them. Take your hands to your blocks and shift yourself forward and into your tabletop with hands on blocks. Exhale, pressing round into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Exhale, round into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Exhale, press and round and squeeze. And last time into your cow. And then bring yourself back into your table, tuck your toes, and then send your hips back in high down dog. Pedal out through your heels. Slowly tiptoe your feet back behind the blocks. Inhale. Hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, down and over. And then inhale, ground down through your feet and sweep yourself all the way up to stand again. Exhale, tent. Inhale up. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the palms and step your feet back. Drop down to your knees and send yourself back into that child's pose. Big inhale. Let your head hang. Slowly walk your hands back towards your knees and shift over and onto your seat. Kick your legs out in front of you. Flex your toes in towards your face and then inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold down and over the tops of the thighs. Engage the little belly, draw it up and in. Let your elbows fall to either side of your calf so you keep flexing your toes back in towards you. Falling over the tops of the hips for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull yourself up. Scoot your seat forward. Take yourself all the way down and onto your back. Pull the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug here. Pop your hips back into place. Extend both legs long. Reverse a little bit of blood flow. And then slowly extend your legs all the way down to the end of your mat. You can always throw blocks underneath your knees. I'm gonna grab something to read, y'all. So coming all the way down into your Shavasana. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. This is from Yoga Revolution by Jivana Heyman. He's also the author of Accessible Yoga. A dialectic, which is seemingly opposing truths. The art of investigating or discussing the truth of opinions, or inquiry into metaphysical contradictions and their solutions. Why does it always seem like truth is found inside a paradox? Can two seemingly opposite ideas both be true? When we start examining big questions, the answers almost always include some kind of contradiction or dialect. For me, one of the most important practices of yoga has been consciously opening to different ways of thinking. I try to allow for contradictions to exist in my mind, giving both ideas space to breathe and exist. There is so often a dialect, two seemingly opposing truths in the teachings. We're the same, but we're different. Our time on earth is limited, but our spirit is immortal. The ability to make space for this understanding is reflected in the way we think and speak. We often default to an either-or mindset rather than a both-and way of thinking. We want everything to be cut and dried without allowing the murky space for the unknown to exist. We can allow for two emotions or contradictory thoughts to exist, or can we allow for two emotions or contradictory thoughts to exist at the same time? I love you and I'm angry at you. I'm anxious and excited. My body is mortal, but my spirit is immortal. It's like there are two sets of rules in life, the rules of the natural world and the rules of the spiritual world. One set of rules follows natural law, up and down, birth and death, hot and cold. There's a level of duality that exists in daily life. Another set of rules applied to subtler aspects of experience based in spirit. In spiritual reality, we sense with our intuitive awareness. We notice that our hair stands on end before something bad happens, or we think of someone right before they call us. The way we experience the spiritual realm in daily life is often through emotion instead of thought. It's a sense that we are loved and connected to those we love. It's the knowledge through our ancestors, that our ancestors are still watching, loving, and guiding us, although logically it doesn't make sense. It's a feeling that when someone dies, they're still present in our lives. This spiritual reality is a space of feeling, existing, and being. It's a part of us that feels connected to others and to all creation. Some call this God or spirit. It's a part of me that's connected to you. It's my essence and the part of me that hasn't changed over the course of my entire life. My body and mind constantly change. It's like spiritual gravity, the force that pulls all of us together. Remember, gravity doesn't just pull us toward the earth, it pulls any two masses together. And that's the nature of spirit, an interconnected network of being that is invisibly pulling us closer. We don't see gravity, but we can feel it. Does that make it any less real? So as you end your practice today, think of your earliest memory and connect to what was the same about you then and now. Was there a certain sense of self or an awareness that hasn't changed over all this time when everything else seems to have changed? Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. The sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in me sees, honors, and reflects the sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in each of you, the collective we and all of us. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me today and for trusting me with your bodies, hearts, spirits, minds, and souls. And when you do leave your space, be sure to go in peace and remember to serve love always, because love is the main ingredient and it's our only pathway to liberation. Thanks so much, everyone.